and the meditations of each of our hearts be acceptable in your sight. For you truly are our creator, provider, comforter, healer, our strength, and our Redeemer. Amen. This is the year that we read the Gospel of Matthew. And the writer of Matthew records that there were 2 earthquakes in Jerusalem area in just a few days' time. If you remember, on Good Friday, the earth quaked as Jesus died. And on Sunday, as Chris just read, it shook again as the angels announced that Jesus has risen from the dead. Now, frankly, we don't know if these are truly historic geological events, but we certainly know that for the people involved, they were truly emotional and psychological and spiritual events of cosmic dimensions. Friday's earthquake was a serious shaking of the foundations of the whole world and all that people understood to be true about the world at that time. And for Jesus' disciples especially, it was a tremendous disappointment that the one who they thought was going to save the world was now completely and totally dead, as were all their hopes and all their plans. It's something, not quite, but something like our lives were devastated when Pearl Harbor was bombed, or President Kennedy was assassinated, or the World Trade Towers were demolished on September 11th, or the Boston Marathon bombings a year ago. Unexpected and undesired death can change our whole lives around. We had so many hopes and dreams before that now seem suddenly impossible and perhaps naive. And frankly, even less significant events can rock our sense of well-being and in knowing who we are and where we want to go. Things like losing a job, getting a divorce, moving away from everyone you know and love, death of a loved one, even death of a pet, betrayal by a teacher or a friend. We do know about earthquakes, even if they only seem like little tremors to somebody else. We can experience them as a full-blown catastrophe. We've all had our Good Fridays in our personal and our spiritual lives, and we know how horrible they can be. But Easter was another kind of earthquake. It rolled the stone away from the tombs of our lives. It shook us again, but this time to dispel all the gloom, all the fear, to show us joy, wonder, freedom, and grace of a new day. To announce that God is not dead, God is not defeated, God is not unavailable. The world has done the worst possible, but God's love overcomes it all. Hopefully we've all had Easter quakes in our daily lives. One that comes to my mind is when I was first pregnant. My whole identity, my sense of myself changed. I was amazed that I could be the carrier of new life within me. And the same can be true for people when you have a marriage, even when you graduate and start a new life or a new job, when new people move in town or a new leader is elected, new relationships, or perhaps even better, restored relationships. Suddenly everything is new and different in exciting ways. There's still that edge of fear, of course, because it is all so new, but the joy greatly outruns the concerns. The two women disciples had experienced both of those earthquakes in a very short time. That Easter morning, with fear and great joy, they ran to tell the others and met Jesus on the way. And his first words to them were, remember?
Peace.
Be not afraid. He says that so often. Be not afraid. And he reassures them that his resurrection means God's love and mercy and forgiveness and grace are stronger and more lasting than even all the evil that can possibly be done to him and had been done to him, and even death itself. And even though they couldn't fully understand or comprehend what it all meant, they knew it was great good news. News that they had to share. Now, I think we too cannot fully comprehend the wonder and the incredible good news that Jesus' resurrection means to all people for all times. It's such an earth-shattering moment in our lives, even today, whenever we truly experience the power and the majesty of God's great love for each one of us and for all of us together. And when we truly believe that's true for us, we receive new energy, new hope, new life, new meaning, new ideas, new joy. The list goes on. And like those two women, we must share that great news with others. May we all experience our Easter earthquakes, hopefully often, that waken us to new depths of wonder and joy and God's amazing, gracious love. And may we always joyously spread that good news today and every day. Amen. Amen.